Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Mixed Mowers. In today's episode I'm going to be looking at a little job lot I got coming. I think I picked up about 5 mowers, something like that, as part of a job lot off of a fella a couple of villages over from me. I think some of them work, some of them don't, some of them work badly, some of them don't work at all. He pretty much picks them up from a recycle centre. He has a go. If he can't get them to run, he sells them to me cheap. That's what he does. So the first one to go on the bench would be just a cheap, tacky Tesco's lawnmower. It's got power drive on it, all that sort of stuff. I think it fired. It doesn't run. That's about it, I think. But it's about the best looking one out of a lot, and looks like the simplest one just to get going as well. And we'll do some on a turn. So we'll get that up on the bench first, shall we? Have a little look. I'll show you what else I have got as well, and we'll go from there. This is your first time watching Mixed Mowers, hit the subscribe button, whack your bell, set notifications to all. That way you'll be told one done a video or two on my Saturday night weekly live stream, which starts at 6:30 PM UK time. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty and let's check out this little Tesco's value mower. Right, let's go for a wander. A bit windy outside. So, here it is, little Tesco's value jobby. Nothing amazing, people. You know, it is what it is. What I tend to do with these is actually remove a Tesco sticker. They tend to sell better. Power drive, it's all there. You just can't get it to run. So we'll look at that one first. I've got this one here, this little web. Pick that up. It's got a bit of a dent in the front of a body, so I whack it out with a hammer. The belt's come off of that one, and I think the belt guard's actually missing. So, and again, doesn't run. This one runs sweet as a nut, but the drive doesn't work. Not quite sure. Also got this one here. This one revs its head off, so that should be a simple fix. I think I know what's up with that already. That's that one. And then as part of the job lot, he gave me this one here, which this one has got a bit of deck damage to it, I have noticed. I might not be able to save this one. We shall see. It's a cheap mower, and as part of it, he threw in an old scrapped SV150. Good for parts, handles, and what have you. And funnily enough, I think the handles on the other mount field are broken, so these handles will fit on that one. And the fella, he actually texted me, have I got a spare set of handles? And funnily enough, he had a spare set of handles right in front of him. That one as well, that'd be a scrapper. I think the primer bulb's gone on that one. Hasn't got a grass box, so that's no good to me, but still a good engine. He also threw in a spare Briggs and Strat engine as well, and also a Hawk grass box, and that's a mulching plug for the mount field as well. Mowers are selling, doing well, the old mowers. Little shed's now in its place where it needs to be, so I'm quite happy with that. This eventually will all just be tilled over and put to grass. Mrs P's been busy painting fences and what have you. All looks kind of nice, so we're happy with that. So yeah, we're getting there. There was about 15 mowers up here, I think, at one point, but they've all now since gone. So we're doing okay. Got to get in here next, sort that lot out. That's next. That's cool. So yeah, we're getting on to do a sort of Tesco's job, shall we? So let's get set up then, and we'll have a little go on this little cookie just here. I don't think I even started it yet. We'll have a look at it, see what it does. Let's get up on the bench, have a quick little squiz. Right, let's go and get it in. I think we'll have that grass bag off first, so it's been raining. It's a bit wet. So nothing to look at, but it's got a good sized cut on it for what it is. You know, it'll do someone, right? It'll do someone. Let's put it up in the air. Let's bring you guys around a smidge. I'm staring at my bottom. Although Ken Small Engines has already taken great pleasure in sending me a photograph of my bum the other day. I think he holds this little torch for me, just does our mate Ken. Now it is slightly overfilled with oil. I did check that the other day, only because I had a mower in for repair, removed the oil filler cap for service repair, and the oil filler cap actually snapped, and this one's got exactly the same one. So this one you can't actually test the reading, but I tested the reading before I took it out, or before I changed it over. So this is slightly overfilled. So no biggie. Right, it's done. That's up. What we got in there? We got a little old plug in there. Let's Let's try and find a bit of carburetor spray. See what it do. Oh, it's NGK in there. I thought it was a little tiny cheap and tacky. Is that loose? Oh, very tight. What we got in there? So, rule number 1, when working on overhead valve lawnmowers, stick an overhead valve plug in it, not an old Champion L85. Wow, that shouldn't be in there. That shouldn't be in there. That's something I put in my ransom. I've got an overhead valve plug here, which is the long reach, people. So we're going to get one of them in. One bit of carburetor spray would be good, Mick. So that might be why it weren't running. Wrong plug. I don't know if matey put that in there, or I've got no idea. But it's not the right plug. That plug there, that's something I put in my ransom. That's a big boy plug, that is. So now it's overhead valve, so it needs a long reach plug. You can't go putting short reach in there. It needs to go further down to the piston. You hear what I'm saying? Right, let's try that. Oh, there's that little tiny bung that comes off my spark plug. It comes off all the time. Every time it comes off of there. Right, let's put that onto there. That's better. And we'll just go for a quick little fire up, see what it do. It's got a choke ability, yeah, okay. Right, pull cord's right down there, is it? Well, that's as much pull cord as you got. Okay, so it fires. So we've got a spark, that's good. We've got no fuel. So it is overfilled with oil, I know it is. So we're going to put some fuel in. Did matey sell me this lawnmower because it had the wrong plug in it, or did he put the wrong plug in it? I don't know. That's cool. Let's make sure fuel's turned on if it's got the ability, which it hasn't. Okay. It wants a new pull cord onto the choke. Let's see what happens now. Well, I don't know what to say about that, really. It doesn't like to go down off of I think that is choking. It runs better on choke, so it does want a carburetor clean. But right, the drive doesn't feel brilliant either. I must admit that drive doesn't feel like it's very strong, but it is Tesco value, people. You pay for what you get, right? We'll start now. No, I don't want to start now. So it ran all right, didn't it? So I think the old carby wants doing. I don't want to break these throttle controls. About 14 quid each they are. Okay, so we've got a carburetor problem. which is cool. We can do that, can't we? Let me spin the machine round. We'll have a look at that. I want to fix the pull cord as well, because there's no pull cord on there. That's really short. And the drive doesn't feel like it's pulling very well. But worst case scenario, change it to a push mower. For what it cost, next to nothing. So we've got a 10mm here, 10mm here to remove there. Let's do that first. So it did run okay, but it's not running very well until I won't even start now. So that's what it is. What do I want, Mick? I want extension bar. I want a 10mm. We go deep well socket. And what I've been doing with my sockets is masking up my 10mm with black tape, and my 13s with red tape, so I know exactly where my 10s and 13s are, just as a gauge reference. Otherwise, you tend to get a bit lost. So I'll take that one off. And that one. So I want to get at that pull cord, because it may just be it's not starting because I'm not getting enough pull on it. I'm only literally getting one compression stroke out of it. So we're going to do a carburetor, do a pull cord first. Okay. What we got here? 10mm there. There's a 10mm there. Now, hopefully that'll come off of there. Yeah. Don't you go snapping now. All right. Let's get a magnet tray, shall we? Before I start losing all my bits and bobs. Push them bits over there because they're not part of the project. I'll actually lift off of here now, he says. Just a pull cord. Cheap and tacky. There you go. Right. One pull cord off, and all we got is that. That's it. There's not even 2 foot cord there. So we're going to go straight in. Nipex pliers. Yeah, what, 7 feet we want. Take that off. Take that off. Core that up. I dare say that's in its day snapped, and someone's just made it a bit shorter. Right, where's the holes around here? There's the old job. There it is. Can get more out of it. You don't go too mad with these because they do tend to break. A little tiny screwdriver just to hold that in place. That's just about got it. That's better. Alright, let's do that. Pull cord. I need to get myself some more rockwood. This is 4mm. It's going to be a little bit too thick. Oh, there's some over there. I need to get myself some more rockwood pull cord. 3mm is what I use. I'm nearly out. I've got about 15 feet of it here. So we want about 7 feet of it. I'm 6 foot. So get about another foot, Mick. Somewhere about there be enough. Cut that off. That's going to go on. Let's move this out of the way. This they're called here. Yes, need to get myself some more 3mm pull cord. That's my last of it. I've gone through it quite a bit this year. Light would be good. Burn that off. Get up my pull cord. Cheap and tacky. Where's the hole? Where is there? That ain't like being lined up, is it? What a stupid design that is. They don't even line it up so the hole lines up properly. Undo it. Stick that back in there. We'll tie a little knot in there. Like that. Somewhere there. Pull that in, take that off. That's sitting there, right. Let that run down. That's good, we like that. I'm going to tie a little tiny knot in that just so I don't lose it in the thing. Not going to put it tight. Grab the old pull cord, pair of Nipex pliers. I'm going to burn that one up. That goes through there, through there, through there. Again, you know, cheap materials. That's quite a ferrule size hole too, that is. Let's put 2 knots in there. I don't like going for a Burton. Nothing worse than putting a new pull cord on and you lose it because it's too big. Cool. Right, take that knot back out of this one. And don't forget, when you go to sell these machines, you want to sell it, you know, new pull cord fitted, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's already got a new plug in there as well. You know. Alright, there you go. New pull cord in. Let's put that onto there. Don't like that because you can damage the threads on these. Not a very good idea, that ain't. Right. That's in place. Now we've got a couple of small 10mm, don't we? Let's not get confused here. Yeah, they weren't on there yet. Okay, so it only had 2 bolts on there. So I need to find a 10mm bolt in a minute. Nah, just to hold that all down. All right. Let's whiz them down. And that one. See how it lifted? Just missing a 10mm. Let me find a 10mm nut and I'll be back in 2 ticks. Okay, whilst I've been working on this machine, I thought I could smell petrol. And she's leaking petrol out of the tank or out of the carby. So let's just clamp that off so we don't get any more issues. So we have got a carburetor issue if it's just chucking out fuel. Let's put that down there. Hopefully that'll stem that flow. So it has got a problem. They all have problems, right? I think I've had a 10mm nut to go on there. If that'll go on, it should do. But I think the threads have been done. That's a problem. It might go on with a bit of assistance. Yeah, it's going on. That's better. Right. Now that's on, we can now start the pull cord, you know, properly. So, yeah, we've got fuel leaking out of this machine everywhere. I will go for a quick little start up if I can. I don't mind a bit of a fuel leak, as long as there's no need a plug and what have you, but it's absolutely chucking fuel out of this air filter. Which means we have actually now got an issue. So that now pull cord should now come all the way up here where it belongs. That's better. Yeah, that works better. Let's turn the machine round. Look at this carburetor. It's chucking out fuel everywhere. So possible float problem, I should say. Let's spin it round and have a quick little look. Right, around this side of the machine now. Let's have a little doozy in here. See what we got. Got an air filter. Take that off. And it's chucking fuel out of here. Chucking fuel out. Right, 10mm. One there. Come on, baby. That's it. Take them off. Crankcase breather. Right, carby looks like it's got COVID. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Fuel lead's not on. Oh, it is. No, it is on. But it's actually leaking, I think. I think that's actually leaking out that fuel lead. I don't know. Possibly. Let's just push it back that way a touch. We've still got a fuel leak going on. Let me see if that's fixed it. No, it's made it worse. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's chucking fuel out, which is not good. Let's remove said fuel line from a carby. See how that does. Yeah, it's still leaking fuel. Let me get a set of forceps in there. That'll stop that. Sometimes these fuel lines are clamped and don't close down hard enough. Decent set of forceps to sort that problem out. Right, the fuel clamps. I've actually got a smaller set there. Let's just try those. These are new. These are so. I've got a small set here. That's still leaking fuel. It shouldn't be coming out of there like that. Oh, I think that's got it. Let me take them off. Come on, Lord. Two sets of clamps on it just to hold the fuel down. Okay. Right, now it ain't leaking. A little tiny gasket there. That's all off, so now we can remove the governor spring. If I can get hold of it. Push that forward. Oh, remove that. That then comes out. It's no easy thing with these cheap carbies. That's it. Tip that up, roll it forward, rock it back. Right, that's all done. What's going on here? Somebody's been in. That ain't right, that goes that way. That way, that goes like that. There's a hole there, see, it's supposed to go through. That goes on there like that. Yeah, someone's been having the play. Somebody's been having the play. It goes that way like that, I'd say, Mick. That's the way that goes. Like that. It's got a hole there. Talk to myself. Do it a lot. That goes in there like that. Alright, yeah, happy with that. That done it right to me. We shall see in a minute. Alright, let's get this over to this is just leaking fuel everywhere. Let's get this over to the bench and look at this one. See what we can't do with this. I've got a sneaky feeling the fiddle fairies have been in. Okay. One carby. I want my impact on. I want to remove that said carburetor bolt. Right, let's have a nose, see what we get. Crack that off. So looks a lot of water in here, I'm seeing. Yeah, water. Definitely water and gunk. COVID. Got COVID. Yeah, that's horrible. Oh, 2 seconds, got a phone call coming in. Bear with me. Who have we got coming in here? Right. Okay, so that's carburetor. Yeah, it's all gunked up. Don't look very nice at all. And you can see here, let me show you. Look, all them little jelly bits. Yeah, that's the ethanol. And I've got water in here as well. Let's now move my torque gun so you can see what's going on a bit better. That's it, let's get you in shot. With my homemade jet screwdriver, I want to remove the jet. That came out quite well. Remove the float. That was a bit sticky. That's why we were getting fuel through. That's a bit sticky, that was. Give it a tap. There goes the main jet. There's a tube in there as well. I'll try and get the tube out if I can. If it'll come. Some of these are pressed in and they're a bit of a pickle to get out. So what I'd like to do is use move it back a bit, use my my tube pulling device, which my mate Ken sent me. Now that is for decumps, but I do actually have a set of I'll tell what they're called. Here they are. Crochet. I think they're called crochet needles as well. Let's bring it back in. About there. I can go up in there now. Hopefully that'll fit. That'll fit. I'm not. No, it won't fit. That's a shame. It would be nice to get that in there. No. So that's too big. I've got a 1 mil here. See if that'll go up in there. That's even smaller than the one that my mate can give me. All different colours. I don't do crochet, but these are quite handy if they fit. They don't always fit. I've got quite a small one here. Let's have a look, see if that'll go up in there. No, that ain't gonna fit either. Okay, so the tube may have to stay in. It should come out, but they don't always. Oh, that's in there, that is. And when I say that's in there, that's in there. That's it, she's starting to move now, I think. I might have to get a little Allen key, try and push that out, I think. Right, I've got a little Allen key set here. Let's go for that one there. I would like to get this tube out if I can. So a little Allen key goes in, and you're just going to try and push it down a hole where the tube is, just to try and get that to come out. It is right in there, I mean proper. I don't know if I can get it to come out. Let's get a bit of the old spray as well. And a bit of an air compress off, just to try and get rid of some of the gunk that's in there. So that tube should come out. Someone put it in there. It's not the end of the world if you can't get it out, but it just would be nice. It is very sticky though. It is moving. Just by rocking it backwards and forwards, might just free it up enough just to get it out. Let's try a slightly smaller Allen key. See if that makes any difference. Can't get hold of it, that's a problem. No. Right, that tube's have to stay in there, people. It's as simple as that. I've got it moving, but it's catching. I just physically cannot get anything up inside there which will enable me to hook it and bring it back. No, it's just under 1 mil. If they did a 0.5 crochet needle, we'd be laughing. But they don't. No, right, that ain't gonna go. So it'll stay in there. So push that WD-40 up into there. It's coming out of that hole there. So that's the hole we need to get a hold of. That push it down through the tube. One in there. Cool. We've got a little tiny slow running jet as well to remove here. Oh my lord, what's happening? That just snapped on me. Oh, I'm not having a good day now. Cheap, tacky, Tesco's value. Don't do it, people. My word. I can't even get the slow running, the idle screw out. That's going to snap on me, I know it is. Oh. It's falling apart as I touch it. Come on. Oh my lord, this is terrible, man. Why is it doing that? It's only a little plastic screw. You think that would go, right? Ooh, baby. How you doing? Just doing a video on a carburetor clean, sweetheart. How you doing? We can take Josh down the road.
Yep.
Would you buy a lawnmower from Tesco's, babe?
Would I?
Yeah.
No.
Good idea. Neither would I. Oh, I can't get it out. Can't get it out, people. That's not going to come out. And I have got spares I could wind in there, but can you hear that noise? That noise it's making. No, that's snapped now. Oh my lord! Now we're at a point of no return. It's got to come out. I just can't get hold of it. Look at it. Unreal. It's just, why is that? It's so tight in there. This is ridiculous, man. So all I'm trying to do, people, literally, is just trying to get the idle screw out. The plastic idle screw. Can you hear that noise it's making? That's ridiculous, man. I need to get in here, see people, because I need to get that slow running jet out. What is up with that? There's somehow, you know, unless someone, I don't know, someone could put super glue in there, I've got no idea, but I've never ever seen that before. The threads are really good. No idea. Anyway, we're there. So now, I'm going to promise taking this jet out now, aren't I? This little tiny slow running jet here has got to come out. That come out and done there, fell out. Right, that's okay. No dirt in there. Good. Now we're going to move on. My word. That goes down to there. We like that. That goes in there. We like that as well. That goes in there. We absolutely love that. That's brilliant. Bit of dirt come out of there too, Ben. See that? Give that a clean. We've got a hole right down in there. That needs doing. I think that's it. Go down through a tube again because that didn't come out. That's nice. We like that. Yeah, that's good. Now we have got one here as well, which has got a little tiny captive bit on it. Okay, so you're not supposed to muck with these, people. Really, they don't like you mucking with them, right? Because they're tuned. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it for now. If you need to get into that, all you do is get a lighter, heat that up just a touch. There's a little wax on there, that'll come off. There's a little tiny screw behind there, so you can just do that. But I'm just going to put some spray down in there instead, just to help that along. That's it. Right. Let me get that compressed off. I've got to clean the bowl up a touch, not too bad. I've got to clean the main jet out, no doubt. There's a hole in there. Well, that was a carby clean and a half, wasn't it? Wasn't expecting that. Get your file one that fits in there. Just give that old main jet a bit of a rim off. Now, so many people ask me, oh, my lawnmower's hunting. I've got a bloke on Instagram. He's got a 414. You've got to get a set of these files and just rim these jets out. All I'm doing is applying sideways pressure, not a lot, just enough. You can feel it grinding against the side wall of the jet. And all we're doing is we're just bringing that jet wall back to where it was factory standard. I'm not even removing any material. I'm just cleaning the walls up, okay? Once you've done that, you have a look through it. And you have a nice big hole. Like that. Put some stuff in there. That's lush. Right, carby's done as far as I'm concerned. I won't bore you with putting it back together because I spent too long taking it apart. My word, I'm going to find myself a new idle screw off of a donor carburetor for that. One off of your LHP 16 carb should fit it. I need to just double check this needle. There's a bit of dirt on there as well. Yeah, there's a bit of COVID on that. Yeah, that's got COVID. Yeah, bit of dirt on there. I need to clean that up as well. That's why it was sticking to begin with. So that one's a bit of a clean up as well. I'll get it all cleaned up, put it back together, and next time you see it, I'll go by the lawnmower and we're going to start it to fit it. Right, carb is all done, and I've also just put on another idle screw. Let me get a 10mm ring spanner. Just nick that up. Just getting used to having my new toolbox. Right, that's done, and also, as I say, I have put a new one of those in just there. Are you recording? You are. Right, new one just there. Okay, it's done. So now, yeah, right. So now what we've got here, that's a choke. That's a choke. You've got to go on first then. Like that. That then sits down into there, onto there. That all goes in. We can then hook up the governor arm. Oh, that's a stupid design too. What's that all about? And let's go down to there. Oh my lord, I do make these things hideously. That's it, right. That goes into there. Into that little hole. It's just so cheaply made. That's a problem. Every little helps. Every little helps my bottom. That's what I say to that. If you buy cheap, you get cheap. End of. Oh, I don't want to go in there then. That's it. Right, you go. Right, that goes in there. Little governor spring. I'll bring him up. Hook that onto there. That all goes in. That's working. Set for choke. Choke, off choke, on choke. Yeah, that's all working. So we're happy with that. Right, that can now go back together. I'm going to put the fuel lead back on, which is ridiculously long. Let's take that silly clamp off. And go back on in a minute. That's it, all the way on there. Have that all the way up there. Right, good. Right, that's all on now. Let's now remove some of these fuel clamps. See if we get a leak like we had before. Let's see what happens. Make sure we've got fuel in the old tank. It did lose quite a bit of fuel. There's a bit of fuel in there. There's not a lot, but there's a bit. There should be enough to bring that down anyway. Right, not seeing no leaks now. Crankcase breather pipe goes on. We've got a little tiny washer to put on. It's going to go that way like that, I think, Nick. Like that way. It goes like that. Crankcase breather is there. It goes on there. It all goes on there like that. These are just low economy, you know. What you see is what you get, man. I've got to sort out the drive yet, because the drive didn't seem like it's pulling very strong at all. So that wants looking at. But that's the least of my concerns. I need to get the machine running. Once the machine's running, we can address some other issues, right? All right. Happy with that. Should we fire it up? Let's have a go. I'll do it on the old lift table. I know you safety sallies don't like it, but there you go. That's what it is. Let's. I'll bring off a zoom. Right, I'm back. I was off a zoom. You zoom right in from a carburetor clean, weren't you? You're doing the right old proper look. There you go. Right, that's you set up. Right, so we've got no fuel leaks now. Let's put a bit more fuel in it, if we can. Not too much, because it might start chucking fuel out again. Well, there's no leaks at the moment. That's a good thing. Let's bring it over enough so I can pull it. Let's bring you guys over enough so you guys are out of the way. Let's try it about here, shall we? Yeah, let's get that go. Right, no fuel leaks on an airbox. That's good. That all goes onto there somehow. It goes onto there. No fuel leaks I can see. It could be WD-40, I think. Yep, right, okay. Let's move some tools. Right, let's have a go then. Onto choke. Dead man in. Let's see what happens. Hang on to your hats. Okay, that's good. So that's running better than what it was, definitely. Got a bit of a petrol spillage on the deck, and unfortunately it fades the deck, so you need to try and get some WD-40 on there quite quick. It's just so it stops the bleaching effect happening. Right, so we've got a machine that now works, and actually that drive don't feel too shabby. So let's put it back on the choke again. Go again. Okay, the drive is a bit slack, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this cable. Let me show you, because the drive does feel a little bit sloppy. It could be the gearbox is going right, but you do have an adjustment, which is unusual. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust this cable all the way out a touch, and this will make the cable shorter. Right, now that's sort of feeling a bit more like it's got a bit of tension behind it. Okay, so just move that about 5 threads. That's all I've done. On the choke. Yeah, that's the one. So I want a cable adjustment on there. We'll just back that off a touch, because now you'll be running down the lawn. Let's just back it off a touch, okay? And we'll lock that off just there. That's fine. So, oh, hang on. No, that's not. That was me wanting a WD-40. I thought I had petrol leak then. Let me get a rag bag, and just want to clean that WD-40 up. I thought I had a bit of a petrol leak going on then. I haven't a WD-40, want it? So as long as this machine now starts and drives, I can now go forward and get a bit of a service. It's already had a new plug. I've got to do the oil. Had a new pull cord. Let's check the old blade. That's what the blade looks like. No doubt it'll be battered. No doubt. Let's have a little squiz at that. Oh, do you know what? That's all right. that blade's pretty good. I ain't done a lot of work. It's very clean underneath there. Very clean. Right, let's take it outside. Give it a run. I'll do the oil, put a cover back on, all that sort of good stuff. I'll do all of that. Take it outside, get a proper run, see how it goes, and I'll see you in a tick. Right, let's get it off the old bench then, now that you guys are all set up. Hopefully you guys don't fall over, because it is very, very windy. Let's get it off the old bench. I have just given the pull cord cover a bit of a spray with black satin, because it was grey and it didn't look very good. So that's now just had a bit of a spray up. I shan't bother spraying the grass box. That's what it is. Cheap little mower. Let's have a look. There it goes. Where are you? You're there. Right. There you go. Tesco's value. For those of you in the States, the Tesco's value is your cheap supermarket, okay? But came in, not running, wrong spark plug. It's now at all change. Blade's really good actually. Air filter's okay. New pull cord. Wasn't running, and the drive was really, 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 really weak. But now, on the choke, start with these. And it actually runs now fully off a choke all the way down. Drives. I might pull that drive a bit more up, just a touch. It's all right. It's not quite there. Let's just give it just a touch more. That'll do. That should be enough. That's starting off the choke. Yeah, better. No, that'll do someone. Okay, people, there you go. Cheap little lawnmower. I don't know how much they sell for online or in the shops. I haven't seen them in Tesco's. I think they're an online brand. Anyway, it'll do someone a turn. You know, for what it cost me, next to nothing. For what I sell it for, next to nothing. It'll do someone a turn. I've not really invested a lot of money in it. A bit of oil, a bit of new pull cord, a new spark plug, the correct one for it as well, and a bit of a carburetor clean. 20 minutes out of my time. Good to go. Lawnmower now starts off a choke, on choke, and power drive now all works exactly as it should do. So it should make someone a nice little lawnmower for a season. And I'll probably see it again next year, I expect, when it won't start. But there you go, that's what happens when you buy cheap, low-quality machinery. If it's your first time in watching Mixed Mowers, hit the subscribe button, whack your bell, set notifications to all. That way you'll be told when I've done a video or two on my Saturday night weekly live stream, which starts at 6:30 PM UK time. I look forward to the next episode of Mixed Mowers very, very soon. But until then, people, don't forget, much more importantly, take care easy.